It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news at Paul Brown Stadium. That's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Joe Reed returning. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Down Chargers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
7-yard loss.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this player.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Bengals 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Reed returning. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Reed on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The Charger ball
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 7, Chargers 0.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made.
Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 51 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll get 3 up to midfield. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, here's Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and
right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
56, Mike, 56, right there. 19 tight, 19 tight. I got you, boy. Like 56.
On second down, Burrow. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on
this defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
He's got a man, complete. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Bull. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Out to his left. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 in a 1st down.
1st and 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's Mixon. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Four receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Bengals 28, Chargers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike, 36.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
18 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On the ground, it's Eckler. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
We got 3. We got 3.
Herbert on first down now. And this is complete. It's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Here's Herbert. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
The score.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Carrier. The tackle by Nick Vigil. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
49.
Now they run with Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
It's a gain of
a really nice gain of 25 yards.
Chargers.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 30 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
For the extra point.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
He is good.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, the Pro Bowler, in there to get him to the ground.
Not only is Joey Bosa a real load off of the edge, but his technical expertise really knocks offensive tackles off balance. 11.5 sacks last season. His goal each and every year, not just to lead his team, not just to lead the league, but to beat out his own brother Nick Bosa, who had 9 sacks with the San Francisco 49ers in 2019.
Going quickly out to the right side. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch 36.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
To Austin Eckler.
Austin Eckler, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
47-yard line.
Watch it. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch it back, watch it back.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made by...
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Today's final score, Bengals 28.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, the zones go. Go for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, the zones go. Go for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route,